The Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet, starring the entire Nelson family. Here's Ozzie. Here's Harriet. Here's David. And here's Rick. And also starring in tonight's episode, here's June.
Hey, you look very nice. You're all dressed up this morning.
Well, thank you. I think a wife ought to make a special effort to look nice at the breakfast table. Makes for a happier marriage, don't you think?
I sure do.
Besides, I'm driving you to work this morning. I need the car.
I figured there must be some good reason.
You mean I don't always look nice in the morning?
Oh, yeah, sure. I meant the muffins. They're great.
No. They're not really that good.
Oh, don't be so modest. Believe me, nobody makes homemade muffins like you. And these are just about the best you've ever made. They are the best.
I bought those at the market.
Really?
Yes, really.
Well, they must have stolen your recipe then. If you want to sue them, I'll be your lawyer.
Never mind. I thought you liked my muffins. I mean, the ones I really make.
Well, I do.
You just like muffins. You can't tell mine from the ones I buy at the store.
Oh, wait a second. Oh. These are definitely not as good as the ones you make. It was the butter that had me fooled. And don't tell me you bought this butter at the store.
I didn't?
No, you didn't. You can't fool me, you sly little minx.
I can't.
No, you can't. You got up at 4 o'clock this morning and went out to the barn and milked old Nellie.
Who?
Old Nellie, our cow. Then with your own little hands and arms and muscles, you churned and churned and made this delicious butter, and then even put this little paper on it just to fool me.
Oh, you're just too smart.
Well, what are you going to do?
You really don't like these muffins?
I hate them. Give me another one and I'll put a lot of butter on it.
Hi, can I help you?
I'm afraid so. I've got a flat and I just don't know the first thing about fixing it. I thought maybe you could call the fire department or the Red Cross or whoever it is you call.
Oh, that's okay. I can change it for you.
Oh, I couldn't let you do that. You'll get your clothes all dirty.
Oh, don't worry about that. I'll be careful.
Well, I'd certainly appreciate it. I was afraid I was going to be late for work.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
You're Monica Londonberry, aren't you?
Well, yes, I am.
Oh, I thought so. I never miss your television show. I'm one of your biggest fans.
Well, thank you. That's always nice to hear.
Oh, Dave, this is Monica Londonberry.
Oh.
Well, I guess he's not one of my biggest fans.
She has a morning television show.
Oh, yes. Seems to me I've heard about it.
It's one of those conversation shows. I give advice to housewives and discuss domestic problems. Sometimes we get a little controversial.
Oh, sure. I've heard June speak about it.
Oh, that's me. I'm June Nelson, and this is my husband, Dave.
Well, it's nice to know you.
Nice to know you.
I just can't tell you how much I enjoy your show.
Well, thank you. June Nelson. Didn't you send me a letter once?
No, but I'm liable to any day now. What do you think of a husband who can't even tell his own wife's cooking?
Did you have any special husband in mind, or can I answer that?
No, I mean it. You'd think after 4 years of marriage he'd be able to tell the difference, even if he didn't like it.
Careful how you answer that. Remember, I'm changing your tire.
He's got a good point there. And he's doing a beautiful job. Oh, I wouldn't even know where to begin.
You certainly know how to change the subject.
Oh, I'm just trying to be diplomatic. But, you know, actually, I don't think it makes too much difference who cooks the food. I think the important thing is if the husband likes it.
I told you those muffins were good.
You mean the ones I didn't bake?
That's right, but not quite as good as the ones you make.
You didn't even notice the difference.
Ladies, this is a jack. Fits very neatly right under the bumper.
Hey, wait a second. I bet that would be a good idea for your show.
Oh, what's that?
You could try to have a little contest and find out how many men actually do recognize their wives' cooking. Come on now. You could have a housewife and a couple other people and have them bake, say muffins. Then you get her husband on the show, let him taste all the muffins and try and pick out the ones his wife baked.
And you have a car outside with the motor running just in case he picks the wrong one.
Cut it out now. I think it's a pretty good idea.
So do I. I think it'd be very interesting.
There, you see?
So how are you coming along there? Anything I can do to help?
No, not a thing, thanks.
Say, I have a wonderful idea. Do you suppose your husband would like to be on the show?
You mean your television show?
Sure.
Oh, of course.
Oh, well, thanks for asking me, but I really don't think I'd be much good at that sort of thing.
Oh, I'm sure you would. We have husbands on the show all the time. Sometimes they demonstrate things, and sometimes we just put them on the spot. All in fun, of course.
Oh, honey, please.
Well,
Oh, he'll do it, okay?
okay.
Yeah, I knew he would. He just wanted to be coaxed a little.
Now, let me finish this, will you? Just be a minute.
Well, I must say, this has been a lucky day for me. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come along.
Yeah, I've got a better idea. For the show, I mean.
Well, what's that?
Instead of muffins, make it something like banana cream pie. Then in case he doesn't get it, he can get it right in the face.
Monica Londonderry? You're kidding. Well, I wish I was. Anyhow, now I've got to sample 3 pies and pick out the one June made.
Well, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, right up until the time he picks out the wrong pie. Hope it's not coconut custard.
It's banana cream.
Well, that's even worse. Don't you think that's a little undignified? I mean, what are your clients going to think when they see their favorite attorney get a banana cream pie right in the kisser?
You're assuming, of course, that first of all, I won't recognize my wife's cooking. And in the event I don't recognize it, that she'll get mad.
And they're both reasonable assumptions. Don't you think so?
Don't get me involved in this.
Well, let's get back to work, shall we? Hey, what's this?
What?
Well, I hate to complain, but I can't read your writing.
Oh, I wrote that. It's a note to myself. How long you been working here now?
About 5 years.
Yeah, that's what I thought. How do you figure to recognize your wife's cooking when you can't recognize your secretary's handwriting? And she's been working here longer than you've been married.
She didn't write it, you did.
Well, that's even worse. How do you figure to recognize your wife's cooking when you can't even recognize your own brother's handwriting?
It's the most illogical conclusion I've ever heard of.
Well, maybe so. That's the kind of stuff that convinces juries.
Oh, get lost, will you? Besides, I may not even be able to go on the show. I probably have appointments Monday morning, don't I?
Nope, not a thing.
How do you like that? If I'd wanted to play golf, I probably would have had a full schedule.
Look, why don't you go skiing this weekend? Maybe you'll get lucky and break a leg.
Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if the whole thing was called off anyway when she gets back to the studio and realizes what a silly idea it is.
By the way, she's on right now if you want to catch a show.
Oh, no thanks. I've got a little too much work to do.
And girls, you'll all be happy to know that while chivalry has been dying for years, it got a sizable shot in the arm this morning. The nicest young man stopped to help me change a flat tire. His name is David and June Nelson. Well, that is, June is his wife's name. She's a charming girl and very bright, too. In fact, she gave me a wonderful idea for a show. Now, just imagine, if you will, that you baked a banana cream pie, and we have you and your husband on the program. Now, first of all, we have him taste your pie, and then one that's been baked by a local bakery, and then one baked by, one of the mess cooks from the local army base. Now, doesn't that sound like fun? Anyway, girls, do you think your husband could tell which pie was yours? Well, we'll see next week.
Yeah, I can hardly wait. I just found out where the other pies are coming from.
Oh, where's that?
A local bakery and an army mess cook.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Can you imagine what's going to happen if I pick the army cook's pie instead of June's?
Well, if you like it, you can always join the army.
If I like it, I may have to.
Well, hi, Dave.
Oh, hi, Pop.
You finished playing so soon?
Yeah, if you can call it that.
You didn't play so well, huh?
Oh, I couldn't keep my mind on the game.
Are you a little worried about the television show Monday morning?
Where'd you hear about that?
Oh, June told your mother. Oh, by the way, we're having dinner at your house tonight in case you hadn't heard about it.
Oh, okay, Pop. I'll see you tonight then.
Dave, don't stop to change any tires on the way home.
Hi, honey. Can I help you?
Oh, that's all right. Get out of there.
Oh, you got some special ingredients for the pie there, huh? Afraid I might get a clue?
That's right. Cut that out.
Oh, shampoo.
That's right. Banana shampoo pie. Now go on and get out of here and leave me alone.
You know, we've been talking about banana cream pie so much lately, I kind of like to have some for dessert tonight. How about you?
Oh, no, you don't. No free samples. You can go down the mall shop and pick up some ice cream.
Ice cream? When I've got the best pie baker in town right here?
Oh, well, thank you, dear. Now go on down and get the ice cream.
Hi, Rick.
Oh, hi, Dave. What are you doing down here?
Oh, I'm ordering some ice cream, thanks to you.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I made the mistake of mentioning this little contest, or whatever it is, that you and June have going. And the next thing I knew, Chris had decided that she won't bake any pies or cakes or cookies or even iron any of my shirts until you go on television and prove that a husband really can tell his wife's cooking.
Won't iron your shirts? What's that got to do with anything?
Well, who knows? You know how those discussions are. One thing just led to another.
I'm getting the feeling that this is just too much responsibility for one man.
Here you are, Rick.
Oh, thanks, Jack.
Hi, Dave.
Hi, Jack.
I understand you've gotten yourself into a little mess.
Boy, the word sure gets around. In the first place, this whole thing is ridiculous. Well, what difference does it make if you pick out somebody else's cooking? Just as long as it tastes okay.
Well, now, just a minute. After all, a cook likes to get a little appreciation, the same as anybody else. Oh, I'm not kidding you guys. Cooking is an art, the same as anything else.
You're absolutely right, Jack. You make the best hamburgers in town.
And with the most onions in them, too. He slices them that thick.
You've noticed that, too, huh?
Well, not exactly, but a couple of my friends have mentioned it.
Okay, you guys. A guy stands here and slaves over a hot grill all day.
Yes, dear. I thought I left you at home.
Well, I can see I'm not going to get any sympathy around here. What are you going to have, Dave?
I'll take a couple of quarts of ice cream. One chocolate and one vanilla.
Okay. There are 22 ingredients in my banana splits. Just see how many you can name.
Oh, that certainly was a good dinner, Jeannie.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, sure was. I don't know what you're complaining about here, Dave.
Oh, thanks a lot, Pop. Well, I'm not worried.
Oh, he is, too. How about some dessert?
Oh, not for me, thank you. I'm trying to be good. The clear's been shrinking my dresses lately.
I know what you mean. Me, too. I got a surprise for Dad. Dave, too, if he behaves himself.
Oh, what's that?
My banana cream pie.
Oh, we can't have that. That's for the show tomorrow.
But I baked 2 of them.
Well, what'd you do a crazy thing like that for?
Well, I just thought I'd give you a little sample tonight, give you more of a chance tomorrow morning.
Well, it'd be kind of like cheating. What's the matter? Don't you have any confidence in me?
Well, of course I do. Well, maybe you're right. Well, at least Dad can have a piece.
Oh, no, he can't have one either.
Well, why not?
You know, why not? Well, because you're my father. He's my father. And families stick together. Besides, he's liable to taste it and then tell me about it.
Oh, no, I wouldn't do that.
What's the matter with you, David?
What is the matter with you, David?
Here you are.
Oh, thank you.
Aren't you on a diet, Pop?
Well, not when there's banana cream pie around.
Homemade banana cream pie.
That's what I said. Not when there's homemade banana cream pie around.
Oh, well.
What are you doing?
Well, I might as well be the first one to taste it. I've got to do it on television tomorrow.
Big deal.
Great.
Well, what do you say now, Mr. Nelson? Was that pie from the bakery, or was that baked by some army cook or by your lovely and talented wife?
It was definitely baked by my lovely and talented wife. No doubt about it.
All right. Here you are, Dad. It's your turn.
I was beginning to wonder. Why are you so determined to keep me from eating this pie? Say something, Bob. Oh! Keep smiling, Bob.
How do you like it, Dad?
Say something.
He loves it, honey.
He loves it, honey. Oh, it's great. What happened to it? It's got salt in it. Oh, you noticed it too. Yeah, I put it in there so I could tell which one was June's tomorrow. Oh, boy, you sure did a good job. So,
You really like the pie, Dad?
oh, it's just great.
But you're not eating it.
Well, I'm eating it slowly. That way it lasts longer.
Don't you want any, Dave?
Oh, well, I'll have some later, honey.
Yeah, the dinner was so good.
There's something very funny going on around here.
Well, better luck tomorrow.
Aren't you coming to bed, honey?
Well, I may be able to get a little sleep as soon as I finish baking this other pie with sugar. Just a touch of arsenic.
Arsenic?
It's just enough to give you a hint.
You mean I'm still in the doghouse?
Oh, you may be out by tomorrow if you're lucky.
Look, honey, it's silly for you to bake another pie.
I won't have you cheating.
No, I mean, this whole thing is silly. I've got an idea that'll be a lot better for the show. Instead of 3 pies, why don't we have 3 beautiful girls? You and 2 others. Then I'll be blindfolded and kiss each one and try to guess which one is you. Well, the way I figured, if I didn't guess right, it wouldn't be a total loss. Sorry, honey. My sneezing wake you up?
Huh? What's the matter? Were you sneezing?
Yeah. I might be getting a little cold.
Shame.
I think I've got a fever.
You don't feel warm to me.
Gee, I hope you're right. I hate to wake up in the morning with a cold. You know what a cold does to your sense of taste? Can't taste the darn thing.
Don't worry, honey. You'll be fine.
No, I think I'm coming down with something. My head's hot and I've got cold hands.
I don't think so, dear. Just cold feet.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Now, don't go away. We have a wonderful surprise for you right after this brief message.
I think we better wait here. A little nervous, Dave?
Not any more than necessary.
Oh, you'll be fine, dear.
I hope so.
Oh, I hope so, too, for your sake.
Well, I wouldn't worry about it. The car's right outside with the motor running, and your old room is still available.
Good morning. It's so nice to see you again.
Oh, thank you.
This is my mother and father, Monica Londonberry.
Well, how do you do? How do you do?
How do you do? I hope it's okay. We just came down to watch.
Of course. Are you all ready, Dave?
Well, ready as I'll ever be.
Oh, you've got nothing to worry about. We have everything all prepared for you. There are a few instructions if you don't mind coming with me.
Oh, sure.
Would you excuse us a minute?
Miss Londonberry?
Yes?
Where should I put the pie?
Pie? Oh, isn't that lovely? Is that for me?
It's for the show. For Dave to taste.
Taste?
Oh, yeah. Don't you remember? I'm supposed to taste the 3 banana cream pies and then tell you which one is June's.
Oh, dear. Oh.
What's the matter?
Oh, I'm afraid there's been a little misunderstanding here.
What do you mean?
Well, we're not doing the thing with the pies until tomorrow.
You mean I'm not on today?
Oh, you're on, but the pies aren't.
I don't get it.
Well, what's he gonna do?
He's going to demonstrate how to change a tire.
I am?
Well, yes. Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought you understood that. I thought it would be interesting to the women in our audience. You know, you'd be amazed at how many women don't know how to change a tire. Oh, you will do it, won't you?
Oh, sure.
Oh, he'd rather change a tire than eat.
Oh, good for you.
Only thing, though, I'm not exactly dressed for it.
Well, that's even better. I'll make a special point of it. How to change a tire without messing up your clothes. Come on, Dave. We don't have much time.
See you later.
Good luck. Well, how about that?
Looks like you baked that beautiful pie all for nothing.
Oh, that's okay.
I wonder if this is all a plot of David's to get out of tasting those pies.
Oh, I wasn't worried anyway, Mom. He would have guessed the right one.
You sound pretty confident. After all, banana cream pies do taste alike.
Not when one of them has salt in it instead of sugar.
You did.
You don't think I'd let him guess the wrong pie in front of a couple million people, do you?
Honey, let me give you the pie. The producer thought it might be kind of a cute idea if Miss Londonberry passed it out among the audience.
David?
Don't worry, she'll tell him you baked it.
Oh, what am I going to do?
And now here he is, the handsome young attorney who's going to demonstrate to us how to change an automobile tire and still stay neat and tidy. Mr. David Nelson.